What's up, guys? Jeff Cavaliere, ATHLEAN-X.com. The Hard Gainer series continues. This time we're hitting the back. Jesse's here again. Don't stare a hole in the camera. Be careful. What we want to do is want to show you the different things that I really want to focus on. Anybody that has a hard time building their back, there are certain things you need to focus on. We're going to go station by station to give you the best of what you need to know. Right here, the lat pull down is a great place to start for a lot of different reasons. Jesse, go ahead and grab the bar. You can change the orientation of your body. You can change the grip width on the bar. You can change whether or not you're doing an overhand or an underhand grip. All of these things will have a different impact on the area of your back you're working, and that is what we need to do. Remember, hard gainers, mind-muscle connection, we need to develop it. Jesse, go ahead and start pulling down. This is a classic to the front, upright pull down where he's going to focus on trying to pull in here with the lat, squeezing, and of course, slow down, pull down, but slow down. He's got a hook grip on the bar over there because he's not trying to squeeze here and get involvement of the forearms or biceps. He's trying to squeeze with the lats. Go ahead. Come back up and squeeze, pull down. There you go. So he's squeezing and pulling the elbows down and into his sides with his elbows a little bit in front of his body to get that arm in that scapular plane. Go ahead, rest for a sec. The next thing he can do is go underhand or overhand. So if he goes underhand, I know that I can get him to get a better lat contraction to feel because we're getting a better pre-stretch of the muscle in front of our body. When the elbow is out here, okay, it's a better stretch on the lat. So go ahead and pull down. And then it's a nice stretch at the top and pull down and squeeze. Okay, so I want him to be able to do that. The next thing is the other muscles in the back, the upper back. We can get more teres major, which is up here under the armpit, and then the upper back muscles up here by focusing on the grip width. Go ahead, Jesse. Get a wide grip, which is going to hit more of the teres major. As we come down, you'll see this area of his back will work. Right here. Right there. We can actually point muscles out on Jesse now, which is great. You feel that in this area? So we're getting more of that, and then we can narrow up just a little bit on the bar, but lean back just a little bit. And as soon as Jesse leans back, now because the target of the bar is going more towards his upper chest, you can see now that we're working a lot more of the upper back here. So, thanks, Jess. So what the idea is that use this in all different variations, in all different ways, in all different grip widths, to feel the muscles working and make sure that you have a good mind-muscle connection. The next thing we try to do is correct this common mistake that a lot of us do, especially when we're early to training, which is over-involvement of the biceps when we're doing pulling exercises. So we're going to head over here to the one-arm row. All right, the one-arm row is a great opportunity to help fix one of these compensation issues, the over-involvement of the biceps when doing pulling exercises. Jess, let's do a one-arm row. So with the one-arm row, what you see people do most commonly is they know they got to get the dumbbell up to here somewhere. So what happens? They go and they row, and they row, and they hammer curl, and they hammer curl, right? Basically, Jesse is hammer curling this thing up to the top, which is a lot of involvement of the bicep. But we know that if we want to get the lat to work, this elbow has to get behind the body. Now, he wants to try to keep it as close as he can to his side here, okay, maintaining good posture through his spine, but he needs to get it behind his body into extension. So what I tell him to do is imagine that there's a brace on your elbow, an imaginary brace that basically stops your elbow at 90 degrees. Once it gets to 90, then you focus on pulling the arm back behind the body the rest of the way. So down, you can get a nice stretch by allowing the arm to actually float in front of you for the same reason that the underhand grip on the pull down gave you a good stretch. But from here, you pull 90 and then lock it up and let the rest of it go into extension behind your body. Okay. So again, good back position. There you go. Then you can get a little bit of a pre-stretch on the lat by going there. You can even see it. Now as he pulls up, he pulls to about 90. Imaginary it's locked, and then it's pulling tight to his side and behind his body. Okay, down, up, and pull. There you go. So you got to have the ability to lock it up at 90 and then get behind the body. And remember, try to keep it as tight to your side as you can. There you go. Just like that. So remember, get the biceps out of the exercise as much as you can. They're, of course, going to work because you're flexing your elbow, but you don't want them to dominate the movement because your back will never get the work. Next thing we need to do, if we're going to get the gains we should be as hard gainers, is you got to train through failure, not just to failure. We use the pull-up as a great way to do that. Okay, so now the pull-up gives us the opportunity to not just train to failure, but learn how to train through failure. This is the big thing you want to switch up, though. Most people will go to a pull-up bar and if, let's say they do only 1 or 2 or 3, they don't do a lot of pull-ups, they might use an assisted band. First of all, they might skip the exercise altogether, which is a major mistake. This is one of the best exercises to build into your program, to build that base and to start getting bigger off of that base. You need to do with pull-ups, and they'll go to an assisted option with a band, but they'll start with that and say, well, I know assisted I could do maybe 10, 11, 12, a more respectable number of pull-ups, but that's not helping in the long run. What I need him to do, and everybody out there watching, is more pull-ups. Okay, so I want to see how many full unassisted pull-ups you could do, whether it be 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. You do those to failure first, then you step into the band, and then you rep out to failure again, doing as many assisted as you can. Because ultimately the goal is to get you to do more unassisted pull-ups. Right. So do them as many as you can, because otherwise if you just focus on the assisted pull-ups, every rep you did there was assisted. I don't know how many you could do without the assistance there for you. All right, so we need to build up the actual exercise. So we wrap the band around the bar. Here, we get it out of the way. Jesse starts with the pull-ups. He goes full. Let's say he could do 3. I know you're a machine now, Jesse, but let's say you could do 3. Okay, so on the third one, he's done. Go ahead. He immediately steps in here, gets in. Now he's got as quickly a transition as he can make here. He goes now into his assisted pull-up. This particular band here takes about 60 pounds off of his body weight, which for Jesse puts him at minus 20. He's not. That's not true. Go ahead. Keep going. All right. So he goes all the way to failure there. Good job. He goes all the way to failure, and that's his set. So you want to make sure that you're doing the same thing. Focus on getting the full ones, even if it's just 1, and build off of that, and that way you're going to start getting stronger. I guarantee you your pull-up number will go up. The last component here we always talk about in these hard gainer videos is at some point we still need you to train heavy. We need to incorporate exercises that allow you to do it safely by allowing muscle groups to work together. For me, the perfect option is the barbell dead row. Okay, now we wrap it up again with the barbell dead row, which gives us that opportunity to use a compound exercise. We're going to use a little bit of the legs. We're going to tie it into the upper body, but it allows us to do a couple things, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The deadlift is a great exercise that should be part of any hard gainer's routine. It's a classic functional exercise you need to get better at. We can do the deadlift and we can do the row together. It's called the dead row. With the barbell dead row, Jesse's going to demonstrate it here. I'll coach him from over here. Some keys you want to focus on. You are allowed to load the bar up with more than what you might do with a strict barbell row. Maybe if you're just starting out, you're only strict barbell rowing 65 pounds, 95 pounds. It doesn't matter. Here we can load it up a little bit more and still get a great pull from it. So Jesse's going to get in position. He's going to basically use his legs like a deadlift to the level of his knee. He's pushing through his legs, and now at this level here, his back's in good position. Here he rows up to the top. Go ahead, row.
Up, row.
Yep. So yep, there you go. So he rows up. Now he goes all the way back down to the ground. Okay, so deadlift up. Boom, row, all the way down. And up, row, and down. Now, it's explosive. Good, one more. Good. So he's able to move more weight, overload the lats, eccentrically have to control the bar on the way down, and in the process, build more muscle. So, guys, there's different purposes to each of the exercises that we put in the routine. This is not the only workout Jesse does. As a matter of fact, those that, go ahead, show them the guns. Show them everything. Everybody's been, don't get carried away. Everybody's been commenting about how he's been building muscle, and he absolutely has. There's no mystery here. There's no secrets. Yes, he has my ability to coach him, but I'm literally coaching him with the same exact programs that we have at ATHLEAN-X. I'm trying to make Jesse be the everyman. He represents everybody who ever struggled to put on weight. He's our resident hard gainer, but he represents all of us. As a matter of fact, I said I came from the same shoes, guys. I myself struggled throughout my early years to really put on any appreciable muscle until I learned how to do it more intelligently. And that's what we try to bring here to this channel all the time. Again, if you find this video series helpful, make sure you leave your comments and thumbs up below. In the meantime, if you're looking to start making the gains like Jesse here, head to ATHLEAN-X.com and get one of our ATHLEAN-X programs specifically suited to your needs. In the meantime, if you found the video helpful, again, leave your comments and thumbs up. Anything else you want me to cover, I'll do that for you in the days and weeks ahead. All right, guys, see you soon.
By the way, it was minus 10, not 20.
That's true. That is true. My math was a little bit off. All right, see you. Besides Jesse actually physically growing, his role within the company has gotten bigger too. Like for instance, I just sent him down to meet with the Orlando Magic. Unfortunately, he misunderstood the assignment.
Jimmy, damn!
I know that. They don't call it the Magic Kingdom for nothing.
Just wait till he finds out I didn't actually book a return ticket for him.